Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to chat with you guys for a little bit. So I wanted the video today to be about my prediction for the upcoming Creed 2 movie. Let me stop eating it. Sorry if this keeps bouncing around, I'm like balancing my iPad on my pillow. But I was actually just watching like a couple trailer reactions and whatnot, whatever kind of popped up on the side of my screen. And I wanted to see if anyone actually kind of had an opinion of what they think was going to happen in Creed 2. Like, will you think Adonis will win, or, you know, like Drago Jr. over there? I just wanted to see if anyone had any kind of, you know, evidence, well, not evidence, but any kind of solid opinion to kind of back up their claim of who they think would win and what would happen in the movie. So I'm not calling out this person or anything like that, but it was a really, really funny trailer reaction. And this just kind of sums up my whole opinion on like trailer reactions and why I'm not like a huge fan of it. But there was this girl, and she's like, right before she watched the clip, she was like, Rocky is my favorite franchise. I love Rocky so much. It's the best. I love everything about it. And then she like watches it, and then when it gets like the big reveal of who the opponent actually is, and like Drago Jr., you know, kind of turns around, like it just doesn't even like bat an eyelid or anything, like no reaction whatsoever. So after she analyzed, you know, the footage that she just saw, she's like, oh, and his opponent, Draco? Sounds like some blah 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 song. Draco. I don't know, it's like some song by some girl. I have no idea what her name is or anything. And if you're claiming that the Rocky franchise is like your favorite franchise, you know, out of all the movies, all the franchises out there, I think that you know who like Ivan Drago is, you know, Clubber Lang, Apollo Creed, Rocky, like I think you would know who that is. But I don't care, I really don't care. Like I'm not like, oh, just because you don't know who that person's name is, you're not a real fan. Like, I really don't care at all. But it was just like really funny, and the comments were all disabled for that movie, and clearly like all the dislikes were piling up and everything, but it was just really funny. So I said that I wouldn't be really doing this, you know, kind of looking at trailers with a big magnifying glass, you know, and watching all the teasers and all the trailers, but as a fan, you really can't help, you know, watching a trailer and kind of wondering about it. So I was kind of looking at it a little bit, and I was just thinking like, oh, can I see, you know, any hints or whatever of what might be happening, what might be the outcome of this movie. I started looking at people's shorts, the color of their shorts, the color of their gloves, the color of their shoes and whatnot, to see kind of maybe what parts of the movie I was looking at. I'm like, Laura, what are you doing? Like, don't ruin it for yourself. Like, don't go like looking at, you know, colors and like, oh, that's the person at the knockout scene. No, it's not going to be with Drago in that one. No, he's clearly wearing different color shorts and stuff. So I decided just to quiet down, and I'm just gonna think, and I'm just gonna formulate my own opinion of what I think is gonna be the outcome of Creed 2. Like I said, I'm not, you know, listening to rumors here, listening to rumors here. You know, I know that you guys have told me on countless occasions that apparently we all should have known this already, that Drago, you know, Jr. is gonna be fighting Adonis Creed. I'm not, you know, I'm not always up to date on movie news. I'm not like a movie channel. I just, if I see it, you know, on my Instagram feed, I see it, you know, but all my Instagram is not all Rocky stuff, you know. I'm like jack of all trades here. I like everything. I like Predator, I like Alien, I like Jurassic Park, I like Lord of the Rings, I like Rocky, I like Ninja Turtles, you know, I like Thundercats, I like Dino Riders, I like a lot of things. So it's not like I'm just looking at Rocky news all the time, right? If I see it, I see it. So clearly I haven't seen any Rocky news. So I think Sylvester Stallone is very, very sneaky. I think he's very, sorry, I was like scratching my armpit. I think that he is very smart. I think that he is a genius. And I think that he is gonna surprise us in Creed 2. Obviously in Creed 1, we're all drawing parallels, you know, in Rocky 1. Oh, Rocky didn't win. No, it was the heart that counts, you know? He made it through, you know? Clearly like a mere image of Rocky 1. So I think that everyone's gonna be thinking, oh, okay, well, what happened in Rocky 2? He beat Apollo Creed. So I don't think he's doing that. I think that he's gonna completely surprise us in this second Creed movie. I think that it's not gonna be what we're expecting. I really don't think that Creed is gonna win, because that would just be a normal thing to happen. We're expecting it, right? In Rocky 2, Rocky 1. So I really think that he is very smart, and he knows that we're thinking that. So I have a feeling, and I kind of looked at it in the perspective of Drago, you know? It's not, maybe this movie's not all gonna be about Adonis, about Creed, right? I think that if you look at like Drago Jr., you know, look what his dad had to go through. So Rocky came all the way over, you know, freaking Soviet Union over there. Everyone's like crazy because they're all like, oh, this is our soil, blah, blah, blah. He's an American, blah, blah, blah. Soviet power, right? Like, obviously everyone was like so bloodthirsty and they wanted like the Soviets to win. Not to mention all like the high up leaders and everything obviously wanted Dolph Lundgren, Ivan Drago to win, obviously, right? So it was like so dishonorable that the Soviet crowd actually started, you know, cheering for Rocky, cheering for this American on freaking Soviet soil. So how do you think, you know, how do you think Ivan felt, you know, after he lost to Rocky, an American? Obviously, I think after the repercussions that Ivan Drago had to face was probably really, really harsh. I have a feeling that the Soviet Union, you know, if you're not really in their favor and you kind of dishonor them, there's gonna be like a high price to pay of being like publicly dishonored and dishonoring essentially the whole country. So how do you think that felt for like the Drago family? Dishonor! Reminds me like Mulan, like dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. So don't look at it really, you know, from Adonis's perspective. Like, you know, yeah, his father died, okay, and he's kind of trying to get revenge on here. But also look at it through, you know, Drago Jr. as well. His father was publicly humiliated and their whole family was probably shamed. So I think that Drago Jr. has just as much heart and soul and revenge, essentially, than Adonis does. Maybe the name Drago, you know, is just a shameful name, you know, in the Soviet Union there at the time. So I actually think in this movie, they're both gonna realize that they're fighting for all the wrong reasons. I have a feeling that no matter how many times Rocky or Adonis's mom and stuff and everyone around him and his like wife or whatever tells him to not be fighting, you know, for their dad. Don't fight, you know, for the death of his father. But the whole time Adonis is obviously going to be like fighting for his father, okay? And then obviously Drago Jr. here, he's fighting for his father too, fighting for the shame of the family, probably like so much weight on his shoulders, trying to like bring some honor to that shamed family name, you know, that Rocky just stomped all over. I have a feeling that, you know, Adonis is going to be KO'd, you know, unconscious. And then Drago Jr. is just going to be like, look at me, I'm no better than my father, you know? I'm a killing machine like my father was, you know, he killed a man. I understand that. I actually see it through Adonis's perspective now, you know, and I think they're both gonna realize that they're fighting for like all the wrong reasons, even though it is kind of a good reason to fight revenge in my opinion. But I have a feeling that as fighters that they understand that they're fighting for the wrong reasons. I think there's gonna be such tension between him and his father, like Dolph Lundgren, you know, Ivan Drago, and then Drago Jr. there. I think there's gonna be such tension between them, and I think it's just gonna become apparent. It's gonna be like, don't tell me what to do, blah blah blah, so much weight on my shoulders, you know, you're making me fight for you, you lost, why are you making me like take on your revenge and stuff like that, that's your problem, not mine. But like, I have a feeling that he's gonna realize that he's no better than his father was. And he is gonna just call it quits, and I think that he's actually gonna drop out right like at the last second before the final round is done, and he's just gonna drop out. And I think that's how it's gonna end, and I think that they're both gonna be friends at the end, and I'm just calling it now. That's how I think it's gonna end. But I think it'd be such a great story, and it'll be like a story of, you know, maturing, getting over the past, forgiveness, you know, and I really think that that's what it's gonna all boil down to. I just want to know if you think Adonis is gonna win, Drago Jr. is gonna win, tie, or maybe they're gonna be friends. So let me know what you think is gonna happen in Creed 2 in the comments down below. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary. Oh, and before I leave, you guys told me to kind of pause it, you know, at the weigh-in scene in the trailer, kind of like the press conference part, and I totally paused it, and I saw Ivan Drago there, I saw Dolph Lundgren there. He's like a really beautiful man, you know. I think he's definitely like one of my all-time crushes, like in my top 10. Even right now, how old is Dolph Lundgren? How old is Dolph Lundgren? Dolph London? I didn't say Dolph London, I said Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, I know he's Swedish. He's 60? Man, he looks great for 60. Dolph Lundgren will always be He-Man to me. And my man, too.